Last time on Turquoise Fever.
I'm sitting in the bottom of the pit, we're digging down there, and all of a sudden I hear somebody yell my name.
Hey, Danny. How are you doing?
How you doing?
The Audison's longtime client, Yazoo, shows up in need of a big order of turquoise the Audisons didn't have.
I'm doing new business now and expanding. I need white buffalo.
Adding to their struggle to find blue gold, Yazoo asked for the elusive white buffalo, and Danny agreed to find it for him without consulting the family first.
There's no guarantee at all. We can get up in there and we can find out we just wasted half our time.
After going their separate ways in search of the rare stone and coming up short too many times, the Audisons got lucky and found the mother lode of white buffalo.
Oh, it's huge! That's the mother lode.
Yazoo was so impressed with the stones, he bought the whole lot of them.
We really worked hard to get it for you.
Hopefully you got what you're after.
And now, on this episode of Turquoise Fever, the Audisons struggle to find new deposits of turquoise at their famous mines.
Take a month to go through all this. We ain't got no turquoise, this is not good.
Out of concern for the health of the family business, Donna Audison calls a family meeting.
Let's talk about some solutions. Maybe we need to shoot a bunch of dead ground, make some big shots.
So Danny and Tommy prospect a long-forgotten Audison claim in search of blue gold.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, right here, look. We got a hole here.
And stumble across a promising lead that could reverse their family's troubles.
Whoa, what do you see, boy? Talk to me.
After hearing Donna's concerns, Trenton gets an idea to open Donna's abandoned mine as a surprise.
What's going on? It's freezing up.
And with equipment failure and bad weather, will their efforts even pay off?
Take a look. Do you remember what this used to look like?
Yep. I'm a little emotional about it.
I know. That's okay.
"45 minutes north of Tonopah, at the site of an old silver mining camp, veteran miners Tommy and Danny Audison are gearing up for another dynamite blast in the Royston Hills.
The turquoise out of the Royston mine goes from light blue to dark blue, light green to dark green. It gets mixtures of light and dark green, light and dark blue. They call it two-tone. It's all over the world. The prices are getting close to $1,000 a pound in the rough. Some of it can go quite a bit higher.
Royston is our main mine that we could count on to keep us going. It's kind of got to where we've dug some pretty big holes in there, and it ain't as easy to get into a lot of turquoise like we were before.
You know, with a shot this big, I'm using everything I know from doing the shorter holes on a bigger shot. I mean, you know,
Exactly.
on littler holes. So, yeah, the dynamics are all the same. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll get back safely and we'll just see what it does. But I
Yeah.
think it'll be good. We're running out of turquoise. It's not good. What we're trying to do is we're going to shoot this whole knob off. We believe it's filled full of turquoise. We're hoping there's a lot of turquoise in it. You almost never know how much you're going to run into. We just know it's carrying turquoise. Hopefully there's going to be turquoise everywhere. Save the day. But we don't know. But we're going to find out.
Turquoise runs along faults, and Danny suspects the fault running underneath this knob is carrying a river of turquoise. In order to reach it, they have to blast 50 tons of rock from the side of the mountain. No small feat. To get that far down into the mountain, the miners need to drill holes 18 feet deep, but also need to be strategic about placement, or else damage the precious stone. Once the hole's depth is measured,
All right, pour that one in.
Tommy and Danny can begin the fun part, adding the ANFO to the blast holes. ANFO, or ammonium nitrate, is a powerful explosive fuel that spreads the explosion. 150 pounds of ANFO is being loaded into the holes, enough to vaporize a car. They must then carefully prepare sticks of dynamite to add to the blast holes. And finally, the dynamite is connected to a lead line, which is strung away from the blast site.
What's the plan?
You guys eat your Wheaties today? You ready to work?
Yeah.
Danny's sons, Lane and Tristan, are tagging along to help and learn a thing or two from the elder Audisons. After all, they're the future of the Audison Empire.
over 150 pounds of ammo in the one hole.
So we're gonna have to block the road down there.
Yeah, go down
like
there.
at the bottom.
Yep.
Yes, just to be, we gotta be safe.
Tristan and Lane head down the claim, while Tommy and Danny prepare for the countdown.
Okay, 1 minute till blast. I need to know, Tristan, are you clear down there?
The south road is clear.
Okay, Tom, 1 minute. Need to know if you're clear on the north road up there.
Yeah, all clear on the north road.
Okay, we're 30 seconds out. Okay, and I'll start the countdown at 10 seconds.
All right, 10-second countdown starting right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pulled good, huh?
Really good.
Yeah, look at that. I hope there's some good turquoise here, though. Tristan and Lane, can you help us come and look through this shot? We have a lot of muck to look through.
Okay, we'll be there soon. Make sure to use your eyes.
The huge blast pulled as expected, so now the miners can dig through the tailings where they hope to find blue gold.
Too thin. I mean, it's there, but it's just thin.
I just don't see anything. Take a month to go through all this.
We ain't got no turquoise. This is not good. You guys see anything at all?
No.
Don't give up yet. Let's keep looking. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know where to go.
All we did was make a big old pile of nothing.
There's no turquoise to speak of. There's only so many deposits. When it's gone, it's gone. I mean, it's panic time, basically. I can hear somebody coming. Who's coming? Tom, can you see?
Yeah, it's Donna. Donna is my older brother Dean's wife, and he passed away. Dean's dying words is he wanted all of us to take care of Donna. So we've been doing our best to take care of his wishes. And so now the family structure is Donna's still representing Dean and her mining claims, and we're still trying to mine them with her and help produce enough to help her get some income and keep her jewelry line going.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, guys.
Well, I wish I had good news for you on this shot, but we sure don't.
Yeah, it looks like you shot a big chunk out of there anyway. My late husband was the son of Lynn Otteson, who moved his family out here to Nevada in about 1954 to mine turquoise. My husband, Dean, was really involved with his dad in the mining for years.
We can't see under the ground, but I can tell you where it should be. So you gotta learn to be able to see just that, to see what's really in there. And that's the stuff that's easy to miss, that most people don't see.
So while Dean was out mining the turquoise, I was busy selling it to buyers and running a jewelry store.
I need a favor to ask you guys, and I know it's gonna put you in the spot.
Your health just going down too far?
Not doing real good. Can't run the equipment anymore, and I wanted to see if you guys could shut down here and maybe come and help me for a while. And I can't do it no more, man. That's it.
I lost my husband to cancer after 43 years of marriage, which was really hard. And so I kind of needed to step away for a while, but I also feel like that Dean left me in a position in the family to contribute. And so maybe it's time for me to get my turquoise store back up and running. And I really think that that'll help me move forward too. My biggest challenge is that I have to rebuild my inventory. And in order to rebuild that inventory, I've got to have the stone. How's it looking?
Well, there was some showing on top a little, and we were hoping it would come in. That was our hope.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, you know, we can stay here for the next, week and try and muck this out and see what we have, but I really don't have that time,
Deep down, we probably got a little turquoise, but we don't have a week to dig it up.
I really, really want to get my store open by the end of this month, and I'm really in a push, to get stone and get jewelry made, and I'm really getting concerned because I'm just not, seeing turquoise. I need them to produce some turquoise for me to put in my jewelry shop, and they know this, and they've kind of made a commitment to me that they're going to do this. So I think that I just need to make them understand how serious I am about getting this going.
I don't know what to say. I mean, we're trying, it just ain't working.
If I'm not making money, you guys aren't going to be making money either. You know what? Let's do this. Let me get a hold of Tony and Trenton,
Okay.
and let's have a brainstorm meeting. We'll get together and see if we can figure this out.
Well, okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good idea.
All right. Keep at it.
Coming up,
You know, you guys have all made a commitment, you know, to kind of help me get back in my jewelry business. And, you know, I'm not really feeling it right now.
Oh, hey, look, right here. Look, we got a hole here. On our way back down, let's see if we can figure out where this come out.
Okay.
'Cause it had to come out somewhere. If it is, I didn't realize it came this way. I thought it went more that way.
Oh, I guess that's loose dirt right there if you just slipped
yeah,
on
right
it.
here.
Hi, Aunt Donna.
Hey, thanks for coming, boys.
back in town, Donna calls a meeting with the Ottisons, who are in charge of mining the family's claims. They've hit a dry spell, and they need new ideas for locating turquoise for Donna to sell.
Are you worried?
And we're nervous a little bit, wondering what's up.
I think they know that I don't ever call them unless there's something really going on. So I really do want these boys to be a little bit nervous about what I have to say, you know? Hopefully they have some good news for me or some answers. Kind of want to see how everybody's doing, and I'm feeling really concerned. You know, you guys have all made a commitment, you know, to kind of help me get back in my jewelry business. And, you know, I'm not really feeling it right now. I mean,
It's
You
been
know?
tough. It's been tough. Things, if something could go wrong, it has. The weather's been horrible. And where we know there's turquoise, it just ain't much and it ain't that good. Makes it tough.
Part of me is feeling a little bit attacked from Donna. You don't have any idea what we're actually doing out there. I realize your production feels down, but we're all going kind of through our own thing without Dean. And I think everybody's kind of trying to find a way to roll forward, but we're not sleeping out there.
A lot of it too is you know, just timing. Like, we're all in this spot where we're just barely getting by, and then you restart your business and we're like, oh, now it's time to like help out, and it's so hard for us.
You know, let's talk about some solutions, you know? Maybe we need to shoot a bunch of dead ground, make some big shots, and if we need to fix equipment, we need to fix equipment, you know? And if you guys need to move stuff around and find some other deposits maybe that are a little easier.
So when Dean was alive, he run everything at Royston. He was bringing in turquoise all the time, never was a shortage of turquoise. And so with my Uncle Dean being gone, a little bit of a company got lost on its way. And I think Donna's trying to bring that back into alignment. We just need to step our game up.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
I got put my thinking hat on for a while and see if we can figure out something.
He doesn't own a
Well,
thinking
and I'll
hat.
tell you what, we'll get.
I think it'll work. I think it's a good plan.
Okay.
So, thanks
All
for
right.
dinner.
Donna lighting that fire under all of us. I know business-wise, this is absolutely what we need to move forward and get up out of this rut that we've been in since Dean passed away.
Do you remember Dean had that Blue Moon? Blue Moon.
She still owns it.
She got a mine and it's not making any money. If there's good turquoise in the dumps, there's got to be some more down there to get.
Blue Moon is a dormant mine owned by Donna and her late husband Dean. However, it was abandoned years ago because they stopped finding turquoise.
Pros, we could get some brand new on the market high-grade turquoise. We could open up a mine that helps Donna get her store going again. We could get into
It's one of the last ones Dean mined.
one of the last ones
there's
Dean
a huge
mined.
sentimental value
And
there.
Dean, we told Dean we would help take care of Donna.
Yeah. Trenton comes up with this idea. Well, let's go check out Blue Moon. It's the last place Dean was digging before he got sick. And while he was dying, as he was passing away, Dean's last words to us as a group were, please take care of Donna. So maybe there's a chance we can go after that and get her this special stone.
But let's do it.
Sounds good.
A lot of weather on it. Maybe we'll find something.
Yeah.
Following Donna's pep talk, Danny and Tommy decide to look for new turquoise deposits in the far reaches of the Royston Hills. they decide to explore the old Montezuma claim, an area that hasn't been mined in years. Montezuma turquoise is highly sought after for its dark blue-green color and golden brown matrix.
Oh, what do you guys think about this? Look at this. This fault comes all the way up the top here, the hard rock.
Yes, this would be a good ridge to check up in here.
I want to see what's coming out of these outcroppings. Even if there's paint on the rocks, you know, the turquoise paint, and it shows it's in that, you know, fault's carrying turquoise, then we just need to figure out the best place to dig into it.
Yeah, turquoise float, and where you finally find it in the ground, it's usually just like what we call paint. Looks like someone took a paintbrush and painted the blue color on the rock. It's that thin. That's a good indication that underground is turquoise. So look in this hole here too, Tom. I mean, I just want to know if you could get up this way. I know you've seen some, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some good paint right below me. There's a little bit right here.
Look here.
There you go. Yeah, there's some good indication there.
And that's nice looking stuff, so.
Dang. There's a
Look
whole bunch
good?
of turquoise right here. It seems like it came out of somewhere, though.
It looks like Danny's instincts might be right.
Shoot, yeah, this is gonna be good here, I think, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, right here, look. We got a hole here. Can't even see this from down there.
How deep is it?
I think it's about 20 feet. I can see the
Really?
bottom, though.
I think this is probably the old Tiffany tunnel.
Well, the legend of the Tiffany Tunnel, you know, was Tiffany's in New York mined that back in the early 1900s. And that turquoise become world renowned. So their old timers are pretty good at burying their tunnels, you know. We honestly feel it could be the Tiffany Tunnel because my dad knew about it in there and what the kind of turquoise they got. Everything's adding up to it.
Oh, well, we never knew where it was. It was always...
My dad said it was up here.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
That'd be crazy. They pulled out
Would that be cool or what?
Danny and Tommy believe the hole they found could be the famed Tiffany Tunnel. In the early 1900s, Tiffany's of New York mined for turquoise in the Royston Hills and pulled out some of the best high-grade stones in the world. The exact location, however, has been lost to history.
What the heck? Looks like there's holy smoke. I can see some rail in there.
some rail.
Yeah, like
For ore car?
the ore cars.
Really?
Yes. I can't quite. I'm too short. Somebody's gonna have to. Can you look?
Yeah.
Try to look more back that way, because
Is that going this way?
It's going out that way. Tristan, you take a look. See what you can see in there, though. Look back each way you can, but don't get in too far.
Okay.
If it's a tunnel, TC, try to figure out exactly which way it goes.
This is crazy.
Can you see around the corner?
Oh, I can see those tracks you were talking about, Dad.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What? What do you see, boy? Talk to me.
There's a piece of turquoise I found. It's sticking right out of the wall in here.
Oh, look how high grade that is.
It's really exciting that we're finding, what we're looking for, because we're all behind a little bit, and actually finding somewhere where we see these promising leads and this high grade going straight into the wall, that could turn into money like right now for not only Donna, but for us too.
Let's get the excavator over here. That if there's rail in there, it had to come out. Let's find the opening.
Before the Royston crew can begin mining the tunnel, they need to find the original entrance to more easily access the mine.
On our way back down, let's see if we can figure out where this come out.
Okay.
Because this had to come out somewhere.
Look, yeah, let's go figure it out right now. You said it come out over here, but I came up in that pit there, and there's no tunnel.
There's hard rock right there, and there looks like hard rock right here.
Yeah, look here.
So maybe
Softer.
somewhere in the
I
middle.
didn't realize it. If it is, I didn't realize it came this way. I thought it went more that way.
Oh. I guess that's loose dirt right there.
That's
if you just
just
slipped on
right
it.
here.
Oh. No.
Coming up,
What's going on?
It's freezing up.
Oh, I don't know if this chipping hammer is a good idea right now.
This is the entrance to the tunnel right here.
Oh, look at this.
After talking with their Aunt Donna, Tony and Trenton decide to move their mining operations to Blue Moon, the last place mined by Donna's late husband. The stone Blue Moon produces is bright blue with black spider webbing, and due to its rarity, is quite valuable. Finding turquoise here would be a boon to Donna's jewelry business.
TJ and Jason are using chipping hammers in hopes of finding a new turquoise lead among Blue Moon's high rock wall.
While Tony's wife Emily, who also works the mines, makes sure the equipment is functioning properly in these cold working conditions.
It's snowing.
What's going on?
It's freezing. It's freezing up.
A snowstorm rolls in, complicating machinery and making working conditions unbearably cold.
Hey, Tone, what's the temperature?
17.
Jeez. 17, come here real quick. Let's talk about this.
The weather's against us. The snow's coming down hard. In the super cold weather, it's also real hard on the machines. And we're at that stage right now where it's the risk-reward type of deal. You know, we want to do this for Donna, but it's just kind of like the mind and the heart thing. And which one's going to win this battle right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this chipping hammer is a good idea right now.
What are we hitting? Are
You got anything?
Yeah, we're getting a little bit. It's getting pretty soft.
Dang, that's nice.
Jeez.
Hey, those are nuggets, just like what we're looking for. Well, we still get the backhoe in there. Let's do that, TJ.
See how hard it is and then move on from there.
That works.
That's good rock right there.
Yeah.
If we can get into that right there, we can make some bucks.
We're gonna get the backhoe back in there against that high wall. We're gonna scrape down, see if we can get some of that turquoise pulled down, check the quality of it, make sure it's something that we're after.
All right, let's do this thing. Woo! Jeez.
There's turquoise right there. Right where he's at.
Oh, that tells you right there how solid this is.
Yeah. I didn't even scrape any of the turquoise off at all.
Hey, TJ!
That's hard. I think that's way too hard.
It's definitely hard.
With as cold as it is out here, man, we're gonna end up breaking a hydraulic ram or something.
It's nice looking stuff coming out of there.
Let me see.
If TJ didn't break it all up.
That's worth it right there.
What I think we could do is we can at least chase that seam back over here. You and I can start drilling, send these guys for the big equipment.
Tony and Trenton decide to continue chasing this seam along the rock wall. However, they need to bring in heavy-duty equipment to dig out the hard rock, which just isn't possible with the chipping hammers and backhoe.
Let's do it.
That's what I say.
You guys want? It's gonna take you 2 days.
When that excavator gets here, we're planning on taking it in there, getting that stuff on the high wall. It should be able to reach in there and rip that turquoise off there. We can get down deeper and find the turquoise that might be backfilled in that pit. So I worry a little bit about the orders we're putting on hold, but right now we gotta, work this mine for a little bit.
Let's do it.
Led by veteran turquoise miners Danny and Tommy Otteson, the Royston crew discovered a tunnel near the Montezuma mine in the Royston Hills. The brothers suspect it could be the century-old Tiffany Tunnel. Using an excavator, the crew will dig out one side of the tunnel to see what's inside.
I think it's good here. We're good. There's a whole piece of wood. Whoa!
We get one more little one.
Okay, go again.
I think that was a door.
My dad starts taking out a couple scoops from there, and right away we could already tell it's a backfilled mine there. We saw some old wood coming out, so they definitely put the dirt back in there. Usually when they backfill a mine, they're trying to hide something, and it's usually good.
Yeah.
Go for it. You see that, Lane?
You ain't gonna believe it. It's a big tunnel. Come here, shut it off. Come and check it out. This is the entrance to the tunnel, right here.
That's it, huh?
Yes. And there's an ore car in there.
No way, check it out. I gotta see this. Oh, look at this. Unbelievable. I've never even seen one in a tunnel before. It's gotta be Tiffany Tunnel, gotta be.
The ore cart all but confirms this is the Tiffany Tunnel. Finding an antique like this cart means this tunnel was part of a larger operation.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Oh, look at that. It's falling all over the place, turquoise.
I think we need hard hats.
Get me in here, boys.
Huh? I think we need hard hats. Whoa. This ore cart's huge.
That's a 1-ton ore car.
Jeez.
You guys ready to put 1 ton of turquoise in it?
Oh, yeah. Look at how deep this is. Yeah, the turquoise ran right down into here, didn't it?
Even though I couldn't see that good, you could see the turquoise color all around the hole and on the rocks. That's a good indication that underground is really better. There was actually a vein sticking up out of one rock. It's awesome.
I think we found maybe the best lead of turquoise in all of Royston.
So
I think you guys are counting your chickens before they hatch.
yeah.
You know, you haven't even shot the ground or got any turquoise yet, and you're already calling this the best lead ever.
That's because I can see it. I'm confident we're gonna get a lot out. And I
20 feet.
realize we gotta shoot the whole front of this off before we can get up here to dig it. But let's do it.
Tommy and Danny load their explosives so the blast won't collapse the roof of the tunnel. Once they shoot, they can safely and easily dig out what they hope to find: high-grade turquoise.
Tom, I'm good here.
Okay, I'm letting go.
Okay, Tristan Lane, are you guys clear? We got 1 minute, 1 minute for live shot.
Yeah, me and Lane are clear.
This could be our big payday we've been looking for. And let's hope it is. Because I want Donna to, I want her to be really happy. I want her to say, Donna, look what we hit.
10 seconds right now, starting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Lane, Tristan, Tom, everybody come back in. We're good to go.
The explosion is super awesome. It's not so much that the explosion is cool, it's that what comes from the explosion is cool, because you could have just pulled out a pocket of $1 million and it's waiting for you right there after all your hard work.
Oh, there's turquoise all over.
You finding it?
It's all over.
Yeah, there's tons of really promising stuff. Look at that green.
Oh yeah, that's way good.
Awesome. Still just
Way good.
see it, Lane?
Oh yes.
That's high grade there.
Yeah, let's get these buckets filled, guys. We ain't got much time. This is gonna be awesome. Let's get them into town, and we'll let Donna know the good news.
Donna was hoping we could get into some good turquoise, and this isn't just good turquoise. This is really super good turquoise. So she's gonna do really, really good with her jewelry. You know, I'm excited for her and for us. It's gonna make us all a real big paycheck.
Donna's gonna be pretty happy with this.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, as quick as we can. Let's get the buckets filled.
Okay.
Coming up,
10 seconds and counting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole.
Back at Blue Moon, Tony and Trenton move in the big equipment so they can scratch away at hard rock that's hiding a seam of turquoise.
Still a little hard. Let's back up and clean.
right here, as I squatted down, I just picked up off the top there. Just look at these nuggets here. Oh, they're laying in this black seam.
Yeah.
Crusted right up underneath all that. So let's jump right over here and put some holes in that quartz and just launch it.
Okay, let's move that dead ground off the top.
Yeah, we can launch that. Yeah, and then we'll be closer to the turquoise-bearing ground.
Based on Tony and Trenton's observations, they've pinpointed a spot along the seam that is sure to be filled with high-grade turquoise. All that's left to do is take a shot.
Turn it on!
Whenever you're sitting right in where the turquoise is at, you never want to just blow it out to where you just kind of sprays out like this. You'll fracture all the turquoise and you shoot it across the country.
We got the 9 holes. They're all pretty much straight down. We put 5 cups in, so they're probably gonna hit pretty hard, so everybody needs to be ready, especially the downwinders going that direction.
Tony and Trenton set up 9 blast holes along the inside corner of the mine. Filled to the brim with ANFO, the blast should completely remove the top cap and send debris flying southeast. The crew will be taking cover far, far away.
Confirmation on the road being blocked.
Road down here is good to go, blocked off.
Check.
Road towards the summit is blocked off.
Okay, thank you. 10 seconds and counting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole. Fire. Woo! Nice shot. All right, let's go. Let's go see what we got.
I seen some blue.
You found some blue?
Oh, right here, Tone. Some nuggets right here. Oh, there's some.
Dang, you guys made a mess. There's Chunk.
Hey, look what I found, Trent. I just found that.
Right now we're finding awesome turquoise. Like, the quality is just amazing.
That looks pretty good, Trent.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff is what Uncle Dean was mining it for. This is the reason he was here.
I think tonight I'll take just a few pieces we picked off the top and I'll take them home and saw them. And maybe I'll set it in some silver just to see what it's gonna look like.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
But not only is this gonna be great for Aunt Donna to see that her mine is being mined, but we're in the top grade right now for her.
You know, we'll see you out here in the morning.
Yeah, hey.
And clearly, smart move.
Dude, that was a smart move. That's already worth it.
Coming up.
Got some really, really nice pieces in here. You know, that would make an amazing bracelet.
That one's fantastic.
Yeah, good color, good shine, glassy shine to it.
Back in the shop, Danny and Tommy processed the raw turquoise they dug out of the Tiffany tunnel on the Montezuma claim. Artisans young and old are on the assembly line today so they can meet the deadline Donna set for them. There's a lot of work to do before they can hand off finished stones to Donna. First, they cut away unnecessary host rock. Then, the turquoise is broken down into smaller pieces before it gets a resin backing that aids the shaping process. Next, the stone is put through 3 different sanding belts to achieve the desired shape. And finally, the turquoise goes to a buffing wheel for polishing to give the stone its glassy luster.
Yeah, that would skin one side at least.
Hello!
Hey!
Oh, Donna's here.
What's up, Donna? You made it.
I made it. I'm hoping for some good
Oh,
stuff.
you're gonna like this stuff. This is
great.
awesome.
Here.
I'm excited.
Donna is very particular about her jewelry. She's just like any other top-end turquoise buyer, except she's family. So the bar is set pretty high for her. I'm really hoping that Donna's happy with what we found and that we got her exactly what she wanted.
Check it out. We just started getting it in a tray, the first bunch.
Oh man.
Yeah, look at that.
This looks
look at
great,
them
you
colors.
guys.
Is that
oh
crazy?
my gosh. I've had the jewelry store long enough that I kind of know what women are looking for. I take pride in the fact that I handpick all of the stones to go into my jewelry. So I will go from the medium to the high grades, and I will handpick what I think will sell on my market. Got some really, really nice pieces in here. You know, that would make a amazing bracelet.
That one's fantastic.
Yeah, good color, good shine, glassy shine to it. Women really like that bright color against their skin.
Yeah, pretty. This right here is probably the absolute perfect stone that Royston's known for,
Right.
for its super high grade two-tones, they
Right.
call it, with the light and the dark spots.
Right. So what do you think on something like that?
I would start on a stone like this, maybe a little high, probably at least 45, maybe in the,
So $45 per
Yes.
carat.
and there's about 18 to 20 carats in that stone.
Okay. I think this is a great start, you know,
Mhm.
on the Montezuma claim. I'm
Yes.
I'm excited.
Hello. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Tony.
Can you hear me? Hey.
Tony, what's up?
Can you grab Donna and bring her out? Like today, right now?
Right now, huh? Me and you, Donna, Tony wants us to come out. All right, we'll do it right now. Thanks, bye. So, hey, you guys. Tony called, wants me and Donna to come out and meet him out there right now. And he didn't really say
what's
what
up?
it was, but he sounded excited, so.
Oh, hey, that could
He
be
sounded
good.
good, yeah. You can pick them later, huh?
Yeah, so I'll finish these up and do it later.
All right,
so
we'll
I'll
just leave everything there. We're just gonna keep working.
Sounds good. Keep busy while I'm gone.
Perfect. Okay.
Drive safe, it's snowing.
All right.
Okay.
Coming up.
Take a look. Do you remember what this used to look like?
Yep. I'm a little emotional about
know.
it. This was Dean's dream, was to open this mine up.
After reopening the dormant Blue Moon mine, Tony and Trenton's crew hit the mother lode. All that's left to do is collect the nuggets and show Donna their find.
Let's break that rock down. There's too much good turquoise in there. Back up a little bit.
Yeah. This morning we're back at Blue Moon. Happy to have it open back up. And finding this high-grade turquoise right here kind of culminated everything that we were working towards. So I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, it's high-grade turquoise right here. Hitting good today. Woo!
Hey, Trent.
Yeah.
Dad and Don are gonna be here any minute.
Okay.
So I called him earlier.
Okay.
Gonna bring him around over the top right here, so.
Okay. If you guys could get the truck and head back over to Apache, maybe start getting that ready to go so we can. We did pretty good here though. I'm pretty excited.
Really?
She's gonna be happy with this for
That's
sure.
good.
It was definitely worth the risk that we assumed by coming in here with all this equipment. We went in here knowing we could lose a lot of money, we lose a lot of time, and obviously wear and tear on our equipment. But it was definitely worth the risk. We knew it was here, and here it is, and we've got it, so that's the way we like it.
How many buckets we at right now?
Almost
Almost
two.
Yeah. What's the value of that?
Oh, geez.
Rough guess.
I'd say 6,500, probably 30 pounds. That's 30 grand, probably.
You hear a truck?
Yeah, listen. They'd be coming in, listen.
Yeah.
That's them. I'm excited to see Aunt Donna, and I want to see her reaction. Surprising her with this and then handing her this stone and saying, this was the next stone that Dean would have found, you know? To let her know, we're taking off where Dean left off, and this is for her.
Tony, what's going on?
I just want to show you a little something. Oh, take a look. Do you remember what this used to look like?
Yep. I'm a little emotional about it.
I know.
That's okay.
Listen, we listened to you to light when you wanted to light a fire under everybody and get it going. So we didn't want to say anything because the odds of finding something are pretty slim.
You know, this is hard for me because this was Dean's dream
Yes.
to open this mine up.
But his dream is not going to die.
When I look over the hill and I see, you know, the boys and all the equipment and stuff here, you know, it really is heartwarming because it really was a dream for Dean. So if anybody was to come in here, you know, it would be these boys. And that's how Dean would want it.
He's watching over us right now because wait till I show you what's in these buckets.
Okay, let's go see.
Okay.
Good job,
All
Tony.
right. Emily, show her what we got, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Got some good stuff.
Oh my.
Good job.
Nuggets. Yep. Yep. Look at the color in that. That's amazing.
I have something else for you. So when we hit yesterday, we got into the rock. This is the last rock that that we saw that Dean pulled out. This is the last blue moon I ever remember seeing.
Yep.
And Trenton pulled a stone out yesterday that was just a dead match to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
let's see it.
I took it home and I made you something.
You're gonna make me cry again.
Yeah.
I'm already crying.
I know.
Oh
my gosh.
And this is from every Audison to let you know we will never forget about you. Do you understand?
Awesome.
We'll never forget about you, okay?
You know, and it means so much to me. That's beautiful, Tony.
I just like
That is so beautiful.
Crazy.
We love you.
I love you too. Tony and Trenton, I just adore them. And, you know, they had came to me after Dean had died and told me they would do anything I needed them to do. All I had to do was ask. And, you know, so sometimes it's hard to ask. So it's really nice to know that they're thinking of me and my well-being. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
But we'll get this back into working condition, Donna. That's the plan. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna make it mineable. This baby is gonna be going again.
Good.
And this is
Good.
exactly what Dean would like to have seen happen.
Yep.
Oh, he's sitting right there. So.
Yeah, he is. He is, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt.
He's licking rocks right up there.
We'll see we'll see how good of miners you are.
Yeah. Why don't you show us how quick we
pressure.
can get some put into jewelry?
Yeah.
So we know what we're doing this for.
I will.
Definitely.